At Autowash, we provide the absolute best car wash experience. Touch-free and acid-free auto bays, plus self-serve bays with the industry's best equipment. But to get the most out of your car wash experience, occasionally you've got to do just a little bit more. And that starts right here, at home, in your garage or driveway. Now at Autowash, like I mentioned, we do a great job of cleaning your car, removing dust, debris without touching or using acids so that your car stays shiny and clean. But occasionally it needs a little bit more, and that's why we're proud to introduce our collaboration with Adams Polishes to get you a clay and seal kit that allows you to remove that bonded contamination like paint overspray, industrial fallout, those dried on bug guts, water spots, and things like that, to remove those from the surface in between washes and seal it and keep it protected so the washes even perform better. In your Autowash Adams Polishes collaboration kit, you're gonna have a few products that are designed to help you clay and seal the paint. The only thing we're not gonna provide you that you're gonna need is a plastic bag. This might seem kind of odd that we have this, but this is gonna help you determine if the car actually needs to be clayed. We call this the fallout finder. So what you're gonna do after the car's been to the wash and you've cleaned it or you've wiped it down to remove any loose dust or debris, you're gonna simply place your hand inside the plastic bag and you're gonna feel, oh yeah, there's the bumps. The plastic bag kind of serves to help magnify what's on the surface. What am I feeling technically when I'm putting my hand in this bag and rubbing it on the paint? That's all the stuff that the wash can't remove. Really, no wash process is gonna remove these things. It's stuff like paint overspray or industrial fallout. If your car's white and you've ever noticed those little tiny orange specks, like kind of rust colored, that's industrial fallout. And that's stuff that sticks to the paint and is really, really hard to remove. And that's why we're gonna use the clay kit to fully decontaminate the surface. So I want you to keep this in mind. Keep this plastic bag handy because you're gonna feel it before, and after you've clayed, I'm gonna want you to feel it after, and you can feel that difference. It is insane. You'll feel all those little bumps and things go away. You'll also be able to hear it. Like paint has a soundtrack when it needs to be decontaminated. And if you're rubbing over this and you can hear the bumps like I'm hearing right now, you definitely need to clay. That is the easiest way to tell. So effectively, what we are going to go over today is a 3-step process. Now, hopefully at this point, you've already done step 1, which is visiting your closest auto wash location, getting a wash and getting all that loose dirt and contamination off the surface. So we are starting with what is effectively a clean vehicle. Now for this first part, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set aside our protectant and one of our extra towels. We're not gonna need these right now. So I'm gonna keep one towel handy because I'm gonna need this when I'm done with the section. And I'm gonna need my clay bar, a fine grade clay bar, and my Autowash Complete Clean. So this is gonna serve as our lubricant for the surface. So as we mentioned, we're gonna be removing things like industrial fallout, paint overspray, and that kind of thing. And we've determined that we definitely need it on this car just because it feels rough. I can feel it through the bag. I can also hear a little bit of the contamination rubbing against that. So what I'm gonna do to start is I'm gonna kind of mush it around a little bit, kind of form it, and I want a chunk of clay, roughly the width of about 4 fingers, so about that wide. I'm gonna form it into that shape. I want a relatively flat surface too, so I'm gonna knead it a little bit with my fingers, and I want something that looks like this, okay? So I've got my clay bar prepped. Now I'm gonna take my Complete Clean. So Complete Clean is kind of a Swiss Army knife product. You can use this between washes for removing things like light smudges, a little bit of dust, fingerprints, and things from around the door handles. So it performs excellently as kind of a waterless wash product between washes. You can also use it at the wash location. I keep one of these in my trunk, and those last little few drips of water that may be left after I leave one of the auto bays, I'll use this to dry those, adding a little bit of lubrication as I'm wiping with the towel. But for the purpose of this, I'm gonna use this as a lubricant for the clay bar. So I'm gonna give it a good shake to start, just to make sure everything's mixed up in there. And I'm gonna pick a section. I'm gonna start kind of where I was rubbing with the bag. And I'm gonna mist, not too much. I want a light misting of the product on the surface. This is as easy as it gets. You're gonna take your clay bar, and you're just gonna gently rub it back and forth over the surface. I generally like to work in straight lines, and I work at a section about 2 feet at a time just to keep it manageable. And if it starts to feel like the clay is dragging or sticking at all, this means you don't have enough lubrication. A little bit more of your Complete Clean until it starts sliding along effortlessly. Now the trick is you don't want so much lubrication on the surface that the clay bar is not making contact. So you want to be able to feel the car under the paint, but you don't want it just completely slipping and sliding all over the place. So we'll repeat that a little bit more, get a bigger section here, and then we'll take a look at the clay bar and and see what we're picking up. And you can start to feel and hear the paint getting smoother. The sound will go away and you'll feel less resistance as you finish the section. And I think that feels pretty good. So, see? And so there we have it. So that is the evidence of something that the wash couldn't completely remove on its own. So this could be a combination of paint overspray, the industrial fallout, if there's things like water spots or anything like that that doesn't come off effortlessly in the wash or wiping down with a product like Complete Clean, this is the stuff that you're going to be removing from the paint. Now, I've got this clay bar completely loaded up with contamination. So I'm going to set my Complete Clean down for just a second here. I'm going to take this and I am going to fold over that dirty section. I don't want to keep rubbing that contamination back into the paint because that's going to cause scratches. We want to prevent that. That's why we work in these small sections. If your car is excessively dirty when you're doing this, or the clay bar comes pulling up a lot of stuff, maybe work smaller sections, flip the clay more frequently. But you want to fold that stuff back into the middle, get yourself to a fresh, clean surface. So I've got a fresh, clean surface to work with again, 4 fingers wide roughly. I'm going to just move a little bit forward. I can work this next section forward on the hood, mist of Complete Clean on the surface. And I'm just going to go back to the exact same process again. And I'm just going to keep repeating this until I've treated the entire section that I want to clay. Now you can do pretty much any smooth surface on the exterior of your car. So your windshield, a lot of times when you're driving into the sun, especially here in Colorado where we have that super intense sun early in the morning, late in the afternoon, you'll be amazed at how much of what you think is rock chips is actually like baked on bug guts or something that's stuck to the glass. So definitely clay your glass, clay your side windows, clay your headlights, your taillights. If it is smooth, you can clay it safely and effectively to remove that stuff. Now, I'm not going to do the entire car for you right now because I want to get through this demo and get you onto claying your own car. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our clay bar down. We're going to pick up this super plush gray towel that Adams Polishes includes in the kit. We're going to take this and we're going to use that to wipe off the residue from the Complete Clean. Now, if you see any smudges or streaking or anything like that, just take a light mist of the Complete Clean and address those, but generally, it's going to wipe away really clean. I don't even see any residues, but if you did need to touch anything up, just a light mist, take the towel, buff away any residues. So you can repeat this as you go around the entire vehicle until the entire surface of the paint, the glass, your headlights, your taillights, and everything has been properly decontaminated. So we've finished with the claying part, but if you remember, I said this is a 3-part process. So we are going to grab our Adams Graphene Boost and we're going to apply a layer of protection. Now why? Because, well, we just removed all of that contamination from the surface and it is effectively naked. It's unprotected at this point. So by applying a product like this to the surface, we're going to kind of fight the effects of the environment, make it harder for those contaminants to stick to the surface. It'll also make the wash perform better at the Autowash location because the water's going to beat up and roll away more effortlessly. It's going to be easier to push off by the dryer, so it actually makes the wash perform a little bit better. Now, Graphene Boost is an interesting product. So if you already have a ceramic coating on your car, so you've made that investment either installing a ceramic coating on your paint yourself or had a detailer do that for you, this product was originally designed by Adams Polishes to boost the protection, to enhance what was already there. Now, if you haven't made that jump yet, you haven't invested in a ceramic coating just yet, this is a perfect standalone protection product as well. It'll add months of durable protection to the paint. Then, with the ceramic infused or graphene infused washes at an Autowash location, we're adding just another light layer of protection on top of this base layer. So you're basically doubling up on your layers of protection. These things all play very well together. So applying this could not be easier. We're going to use the second towel that came in our Clay and Seal kit, and it's a simple spray and wipe. Now, some advice if you are doing this at home, as we're recommending, you'll notice I'm in a garage, so I'm out of the direct sunlight. You want to avoid both the claying process and the sealant process out of direct sunlight, especially if it's a really, really hot day. You do not want to be spraying this stuff on a hot surface. It's just going to make it more difficult to work with. It's not going to damage anything, but we're trying to make this easy and effortless for you. So just like the Complete Clean, I'm going to take this and I'm going to give it a good shake to make sure it's mixed up. I'm going to mist it on the surface. I'm going to take my extra gray towel here, and I'm going to first kind of worry about spreading it over the area I want to protect. Once it is spread, I'm going to flip to a fresh side of the towel, and I'm just going to buff away any residues or streaks or haze that I see, and that looks fantastic. And it's that simple. So I have just sealed that section. So I just repeat this just like I did with the clay bar over every section, a light spray of graphene boost, taking my gray towel, spreading it, and then buffing away the residues. Now, if you start to notice any streaking, if you notice any difficult to remove residues, towel might be a little loaded up. So having an extra towel on hand or flipping regularly to a fresh side so you're working with something that isn't completely loaded up with product is a great idea. You can even reuse the towel that we used in the claying step with your complete clean as maybe your spreading towel and keep your second towel for just buffing away the residues. But it's that easy, and you can apply graphene boost to the paint, to the glass, to the headlights, to your wheels. Just like with the claying process, this is going to be used on any shiny or slick surface, and it's going to give you that durable protection that makes the wash perform better, makes the contamination not stick to your paint as easily, and gives you just longer lasting results. Now you might be asking yourself, Dylan, how often am I going to have to do this? Well, the claying process is really as needed, at least probably every few months. If, again, you notice that water isn't beating like it used to, or you grab that plastic bag and you can hear the paint a little bit, it's time to clay. If you clay, you have to seal because you're removing everything off the paint. Now, if the paint doesn't need to be clayed and you just want to add a fresh layer of protection, we're obviously adding ceramic and graphene infusion into the chemistry in the wash, so we're adding a little bit each time you go through. But say you want a little pick-me-up, a little boost in that water beating and shine, you can certainly apply a fresh coat of this every few months as needed. The one thing you want to avoid is doing it every time you clean the car. You don't want to put too much on because then you actually start having a negative effect where you can have hazing or other issues because there's too much stuff going on, right? So we're going to keep this kind of every few months at the most, 6 months probably at a minimum. That's where you want to really start looking at doing this again. The claying as needed. It all depends on how you use your car. If it's a daily driver, if it is parked outside all the time, it's going to need more frequent clay bar treatments and more frequent sealants, just like it needs to be washed more frequently. Now, if your car is pampered and it lives in the garage full time, maybe only comes out on weekends or isn't driving a lot in bad weather, you probably don't need to clay and seal as often. It's really going to come down to you being able to diagnose the condition of the paint. How does it look? How does it feel? How does it sound when you rub that bag on it? It's going to tell you a lot about what the paint needs, what the glass needs, or what your headlights or wheels need. So really, we're arming you with information that you can use to make a kind of custom solution for you based on how frequently you're going to visit the wash and what the paint is telling you it needs. So that is it. It's as simple as that for you to properly decontaminate or clay and seal your paint. Again, it gives you so much benefit. Not only is it going to make your visits to Autowash a little bit more enjoyable because it's going to be easier for the wash to remove the dirt and contamination, but your paint's going to look fabulous and be easier to clean. And honestly, for the reality of most people, not one solution or the other is completely going to solve all those problems. There are certain things that a car wash can't do. It certainly is not going to clay and decontaminate your car. But you can't be Autowash for the convenience of being able to run through regardless of the weather conditions and get a safe, acid-free, touchless clean, or use one of our self-serve bays to knock down the contamination between these bigger processes. So really, for you, it could be a combination of a bunch of different things. How much time do you want to invest in your garage at home versus how much time do you want to spend visiting Autowash locations? We talk to a lot of customers at our car shows, online on social media, via email and phone and text, and I'm always amazed at the variety and the way that people care for their cars, but the reality is they do a little bit of both, or a lot of one and a lot of the other, but they're investing in keeping their car clean and shiny, and ultimately, that's what Autowash is all about, because you love your car.